guys generated enough just from your perspective? What did you see out there in a real kind of slog type game?
I agree. It was tight checking. There wasn't a lot of room to make too many plays. Yeah, it definitely reminded me of playoff atmosphere and how it's, what we're going to see down the road here in a little bit. They play desperate. They're a desperate team. They're making a pretty good push right now, so it's nothing we didn't expect. Their goalie played really well. They played good as a team. We had our chances. We just couldn't even things up.
In the 3 losses that you guys have had since you've gotten here, it's been 2-1, 2-1, 2-1 in the shootout. Like, is that a positive to say that like we're stingy even in a loss, or is that more of a negative to say that we're not scoring in some of these games?
It just depends how the game goes. I think most of the time here we're getting our opportunities. We want to be stingy. We want to be well defensively and play well in our own end and limit their opportunities and their scoring chances. When we do that, we're giving ourselves a pretty good shot to win hockey games. But our opportunities are usually there when we play the right way. And when we play the right way in our own zone, that's going to lead to more offensively. And sometimes you run into a hot goalie, like it happens. But you got to take the positives and the good things that we've done. There's some things that we can probably tighten up and look at. We'll go over video. But I think there's a lot of good in that too, and we just got to keep that in mind.
One of the good things, you guys take 3 penalties there in the third, but you kill all of them. How did that, how much of that is a positive to take out, and then how much of that did impact the ability to generate momentum in that last frame?
Well, we want to stay out of the box, of course, right? Whether you agree with calls or not, whatever. But they call a penalty. All right, we have a job to do, an opportunity to gain some momentum from a big kill, and then a couple different ones there, which is huge for our game. It can kind of dampen them a little bit. And then we can get opportunities from that momentum that we just swayed for a good kill, and Blackie doing his thing, defensemen doing their job, and us forwards doing ours in front of them. So you got to use everything as an opportunity and a positive, and what we can gain from it. And I thought we did that during those kills. Didn't fully translate, but I think we had our opportunities though.
Speaking of that momentum, do you feel like you guys came in tonight with the momentum that you had from the last game?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a refocus thing every game, and you can sometimes carry some things, mentally, or things that you've done previous game or in the past that, you're feeling good about. Maybe it's your individual game, a team game, the way you're doing things, but there's always a refocus there, and making sure your mind's right for a new challenge, a new team coming in, what their tendencies are, how we get to play in our system. So it's always kind of that, switching, or flipping the switch rather, and making sure you're refocused to play a solid game again.